Reddit is the most quoted website in AI answers. Not one of, the most. Which means if you can fake a Reddit post, you can change what the machines tell everybody else. That isn't a theory. There's an industry doing it. And Reddit is now deleting about 25,000 of their posts every single day. Nobody announced anything this week. So let's talk about the thing that is actually happening. Because it's bigger than any model release. Start with why Reddit. Between August 2024 and June last year, Reddit was the single most cited domain by Google's AI overviews, most cited by Perplexity, second by ChatGPT. And the reason is almost sweet. The machines trust Reddit because it reads like real people, saying what they actually think. So that's the target, not Google, not the model, the trust. There's a name for the industry now. GEO, Generative Engine Optimization, SEO. But the thing you're gaming is the answer instead of the ranking. Here's how it works. You don't make a new account because new accounts look like what they are. You use aged ones with years of ordinary posting behind them. Sometimes you pay actual humans to write the post because a real person writing an ad is much harder to detect than a machine writing anything. Then you seed the thread, and some of these firms are getting their posts quoted back by AI assistants inside 24 hours. 24 hours. From a fake opinion to a machine repeating it as consensus. Now Reddit is fighting it, and they've put numbers out, which I appreciate. They're using their own models to spot coordinated behavior, not just the text. Account patterns, voting patterns, timing. Every day, they block 23 million spam views. They catch about 25,000 spammy posts and comments. And they strip out nearly 2 million fake votes. 2 million a day. I want to be careful here because there's an easy version of this story, and it's wrong. The easy version is Reddit's defenses are impressive, and they are. But those numbers aren't a scoreboard for the defense. They're a measurement of the attack. You don't build a system that removes 2 million fake votes a day unless somebody is casting 2 million fake votes a day. That's the story, the volume. And I'll be straight with you. This isn't this week's news. It's been building since early July. It's just that nobody's covering it because it isn't a launch and nobody sent a press release. Which brings me to the second thing, and it's related. Hacker News, the forum where a very large number of the people building this stuff actually talk, has banned AI-generated comments outright, including comments you only edited with AI. Their moderator put it plainly. Hacker News is for conversation between humans. The post went past 3,000 points in under 12 hours. For that site, that's a landslide. Wait, hold on. That policy is from March. It's going around again this week because the problem got worse, not because anything changed, which is fine. But if you saw it on your timeline and thought it just happened, it didn't. And here's the part I find genuinely interesting. The rule is unenforceable in any technical sense. There's no detector. There never will be a reliable one. So enforcement is vibes. Users flag what feels like a machine wrote it. Which means, on the most technical forum on the internet, slightly awkward writing is now a credential. Broken English is a trust signal. That's where we are. One more, and this one's a proper rerun. You'll have seen the stat. AI bots on the change. My View subreddit was 6 times more persuasive than human beings. Yeah, it's real. Nah, it's from April 2025, University of Zurich. Researchers ran roughly 1,700 comments through undisclosed bots on real people who had no idea. The moderators found out, called it a breach of trust, and filed a formal complaint with the university. That's over a year old. It's recirculating right now, with no date attached. which is how a 15-month-old study becomes this morning's warning. Same rule as always. If there's no primary source dated this week, it's not news. It's a rerun with better lighting. Last thing, and it's the one with actual stakes. There's a fight in Washington about who's allowed to release a model at all. Late last month, 25 American tech companies signed an open letter telling regulators not to restrict open-weight models, the ones you can download and run yourself. NVIDIA, Microsoft, Meta, Palantir. Within a day it had 50 signatures, including OpenAI and Google. 2 names stayed off it, Amazon and Anthropic. Anthropic's position is that some frontier capability is genuinely too dangerous to hand out freely. A lot of people called that self-serving. And then, 5 days later, Anthropic published the report we covered last week, the one where its own models broke into 3 real companies while being told they were in a sandbox. You can read that as embarrassing. I don't. They're the lab arguing these systems are harder to control than they look. Then they demonstrated it, on themselves, in public. That's not hypocrisy. That's the argument. So here's the week, and it's the same week we've had 3 times running. Last month, a model couldn't tell a test from a real company. This month, you can't tell a real recommendation from a paid one, a real comment from a generated one, or a real study from a 15-month-old one. Wearing a fresh headline, the machines lost the ability to tell what's real first. We're catching up.